right, good people. So I am headed to the dentist. I had him pretty much do a complete workup of all the things that I would get done eventually at some point. But all I'm getting done today, I am going to get my implant done here. The implant is something that was quoted anywhere from $6,000 to $14,000 in the States, in Scottsdale. 3 different dentists. It's going to cost me overall like $2,000 to do it here. Today, I'm only paying for him to put the screw in my mouth, and then to a cleaning and to remove some metal filling that got left behind when they pulled the tooth. All of that today is going to cost me like $1,200. So, but as far as the implant procedure, that portion of it today is $929. Insane. So, but it was really cold in there. I met a man in the lobby that said, or in the waiting room, that said he'd been coming here for like 15 years. So that made me feel more comfortable. It's like an hour drive. It's not that far, but with traffic. So I'm going to go ahead and go first. And then Daddy's going to come in like 2 hours. So I'm not coming back, not feeling good by myself. So I'll record what I can. Yeah, I'll keep y'all posted. So I'm still here. I got really nervous, so I did not have time to pull out the camera, but you can see a little bit of the dentist's office. Very clean, organized, and she did amazing. Clearly I'm numb, but she did amazing. A little bit of a misunderstanding at first, which we'll talk about later, but I only ended up doing the implant. The other stuff was just gonna take too long. I didn't want to mess with the other side of my mouth because I wanted to eat. But I have no complaints. So today's visit was $929 USD. They want me to come back Friday so they can just make sure everything is healing and good. They gave me my prescriptions for antibiotics, mouthwash, and ibuprofen. So I can't work out for 4 days or 3 days. That's terrible. But yeah, I'll show you guys the outside of the building when I leave out of here as well. So stay tuned. But all in all, it was a success. This is the dental office, the outside. Ideal Dental Center. And they normally have a guard here waiting, and they lock the doors. They let you in and out. This is a street view of everything near. They did an amazing job. Hello, beautiful people. Let me sit out here and talk to you for a minute. So I am on my lunch break, getting some steps in at the mall for a little bit. Let me have a seat. So today is my dentist appointment, checkup appointment. I did the implant surgery Wednesday, and so today they want me to come back and just they just want to look over everything, make sure everything is good to go before I fly out Sunday, which I can appreciate the passion. So I'm gonna leave and go do that I'm gonna leave the house at about 2:45. The appointment's at 4, but it literally takes at least an hour to get there, traffic. So yeah, so I'm about to go in the mall here, get some steps in, and then get back and finish up the work day. I'll sit down when it's all said and done, or maybe before I go to the dentist, and break down the prices and all that stuff that was done. And I will get some better footage. I'm not as nervous this time, so I'll get some better footage when I go. And there is a update on our current travels, so stay tuned for that as well. This is the area I'm hanging out in. Expats right across there, over there, where the red sign is, Ferrari. We got Mercedes. We also have Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram right here. I love Mexico City, y'all. Hey, good people. Oh, wait, is it Uber here? Get ready to meet your, okay. So I'm about to hop in the Uber and head over to Ideal Dentistry, Ideal Dental, for them to give this mouth a look over. So I will try to get some footage while I'm there. See what it looks like here. You want to say hi?
Hi.
And you have to tell the people how old you are. How old are you?
I'm 29.
And he looks like he's 13. But I want them to see how nice the dentist's office is.
Say hello to your channel.
All right, YouTube. So let me go ahead and close out the dental. Oop. Why would he have this remote sitting right? The dental vlog. So this is now, I got the implant surgery portion done Wednesday. So we are now Sunday. We are actually leaving early. We weren't supposed to leave until January 5th. However, we are leaving today. So that'll be the next video while we're leaving early. So just to give you an idea of like the price difference, they gave me a whole write-up of all the things that over time I should consider getting done, which I am, and it's gonna be here. The name of the dentist I went to was Ideal Dental Center. The experience was amazing. The facility was clean, and not that I thought it wouldn't be, I'm just letting you know. It was clean. They were very up to date on all the technology, friendly, spoke English, like the experience. And I literally found them by Google, and then I started reading reviews, and I saw that a lot of people from Canada and the States have come to them. And they were very honest. So that's why I went to them. And my friend had actually given me another referral, but when I asked my friend for the referral, I had already made this appointment. So I was like, okay, I'll go here. If I don't feel comfortable, I'll check out the place my friend went. But I felt so comfortable, so I stuck with them. But just an idea. So they gave me, when I went for my consult, they did a full x-ray. I mean, they did way more than they even planned to do, because he just got excited when we started talking about the implant and all that stuff. So CAT scan, 3D imaging, x-rays. I also had a tooth that was a molar that was kind of bothering me. And the two dentists I went to in Scottsdale suggested we just pull the tooth and just get an implant. And I'm just like, Jesus. And it was anywhere from $9,000 to $14,000. And then when I looked into getting this tooth that I got pulled, September made a year, so like a year and a half ago, an implant was anywhere from $45,000 to $6,000. Okay, so now they gave me a write-up for like doing some inlays. The inlays are taking out some silver fillings and putting in ceramic. Okay, so the first appointment was the consultation for all the things: x-rays, CAT scans, 3D imaging, like all the things. File down the tooth was what they suggested. When he looked at that tooth, he was like, I really do not think you need me to pull this tooth. So since you're gonna be here till the 5th, let me just do what I think we should do. There's a little inflammation, but not enough to, and what sold me on that, not enough to pull it. It's a tooth with a crown that had a root canal probably 10 years ago. And what made me believe him was I got probably 3 weeks ago, I went to a specialist for my TMJ, and I had him look at that tooth as well. And he was just like, it's a little inflammation, but yeah, we could just pull it. And you could tell that he didn't really still need to pull it either, but hey, it's more money in that, so let's just pull it. So that's what made me buy it. And at the time, we wasn't talking about leaving early, so he was like, let me just, he goes, I think it's just too high. So what he showed me on one of the scans he did was, there was like an orange, a blue, and a green color coding that kind of lit up on the scan. And the green was where there was just more wear and tear on that tooth in that area. And the tooth that was hurting was a lot of green. He was like, I think you're grinding at night, and the tooth is too high. Whoever did this filling is too high, and what you're losing the tooth behind it is putting more pressure on it. And your top teeth, you can see now that it's starting to kind of come down a little bit, like from loss of bone density, and so it's just more pressure. So let me just file it down, and then in a week, if it doesn't feel better, then we'll look into, like, he was not just automatically jumping on pulling the tooth, and that's what he did. So the consultation, filing the tooth, everything, $88. And let me say it does feel better. But it's also next to the one where I had the area where I have the implant surgery. So the whole area is just a little sore now. But anyway, so let's hope in 2 weeks it doesn't start hurting. Anyway, so the inlays, so replacing the, it's 5,750 pesos. So it comes up to about like 300 or something USD. Again, the whole implant situation was going for about $6,000. Here, the surgery to put the screw in, and then you have to wait 3 to 4 months to put the tooth and the crown, you know, in. So it's 2 separate steps, but all said and done, for that, to do the surgery part Wednesday was $929. To come back and do the other portion, it's like $1,200 and something dollars. So $2,200. From $4,500 to $6,500, you have got to be shitting me. And the treatment, the surgeon, she was so gentle. She was so, her bedside manner was impeccable. And then when they found out I was leaving early, like today, they were like, can you please just come out here Friday before you go, and because they're going to be off the whole Christmas week. And so they were like, we just want to make sure everything's okay before you go back to the States, and just make sure it's here. Like y'all, I couldn't have had a better experience. So all the things that would make my mouth perfect is like 93,000 pesos. You have to do that math. I haven't done that math, but $2,200 from $45 to $6,500. You got to be kidding me. So so I stayed in the Polanco area, and it's really not that far. I think from a mileage standpoint, it might be 12 to 15 miles away. However, traffic is a beast in Mexico City. So it literally took me like an hour to get there each time. From Polanco to there, it was like a $12 to $15 Uber. I showed y'all, I've got some clips of the outside of it. So they always have like security or something like that there, and they keep the door locked or whatever. I don't know if the area is suspect or whatever. That's just what it was. You know, y'all, I've heard about people coming here and getting dental treatment, but I would have never expected it to be on the level that it is. So if you're thinking about it, it was the best experience. So the plan right now is to come back in May and get the second portion done. And then I just didn't want to do too much with the inlays, because I needed to have one side of my mouth and something completely healthy for me to eat on. So I just didn't want to do too much. So I just focused on that. But when I come back in May, I'm going to get the implant, and then I'm going to get those inlays done. And then there is another tooth where if they remove the silver fillings, it's very close to the nerve, so I might end up needing a root canal. So that's in here just in case. So I don't know. We'll see when I come back. But that was my dental experience. I almost want to say this is my new dental home. Like, it's ridiculous, the experience. So again, it's Ideal Dental Center, and the experience was impeccable. And I also took a picture with not the surgeon, but with the other dentist that did my consultation and is going to do my inlays and all that stuff. So I'll insert a picture of that after this clip. So that was my dental experience. If y'all have any questions, drop them in the comments, and I will answer them to the best of my abilities. Thank you for watching.